Hello everyone. Today in this session we are going to deriving the second equation of motion by graphical method. Now what is the form of second equation of motion? The mathematical form of second equation of motion is s equal to ut plus half a t square. Now what is the meaning of s? S means the displacement of the body, displacement of the body after a time t. Okay, and u is what? U is the initial velocity when time t equal to 0, students, and a is what? A is acceleration. Now all the things now we can plot in this graph, students. So beginning case, when we discuss the velocity time graph, and if the graph is passing through the origin, and suppose this is a velocity time graph, and if the graph is passing through origin, means at this position the value of velocity and time, both are remain 0. So in this case, students, according to our situation, when time equal to 0, the velocity is not 0, velocity of the particle will be, or the object will be u. So these things we can plot in the graph. Okay, so at this position, along this is x-axis, this is y-axis, along x-axis you can plot time. So at this position the value of the time will be 0, but velocity of the body according to a situation not 0, the velocity of the body will be what? U. And that's why we can start the graph from this point, means that point A. So that means this point A is not coincide with the origin, it will be above from the origin, and the length OA will be equal to what? U. So at this position, when time t equal to 0, the particle starts its journey with a velocity u, and after a time t, the velocity of the body will be v. And these things we can now draw the graph. Now today our target to derive the second equation of motion, that is s equal to ut plus half it square. So s equal to what here? S is the displacement. So if you target to find the displacement from the velocity time graph, so what your first approach? You can find the area enclosed by the velocity time graph. So when the student's particle starts its journey from the point A to the point B, the area enclosed by the velocity time graph will be, the shaded area will be, this entire part will be shaded area of the velocity time graph. So what is the structure of this enclosed part? It will be equal to, students, it will be equal to trapezium. So okay, now students, why can consider the area? Because our target to prove s equal to ut plus half it square. So this equation is direct indicate that the displacement equation. So that's why we can find the area of the enclosed curve. In my previous class, we have derived the first equation of motion, that is v equal to u plus at. And at this moment we can find the slope of the graph, because this equation contain only v, u and a. And a, when you find the value of a, so what your approach to find the value of a from velocity time graph? You can find the slope. So that's why we can take slope. But here today our target to find the displacement from velocity time graph. So that's why, students, we can find the area enclosed by the graph. Okay. When the particle move from A to the point B, the area of the enclosed part will be equivalent to trapezium. Okay. So now, students, you can find what is the area enclosed by the curve. So that's why we can, okay, so area enclosed by the velocity time graph equal to area of the trapezium, or it is better you can write area of the triangle. First we can write area of the, you can segregate the two parts, area of the triangle ABE plus area of the rectangle OAEC. Area of the rectangle OAEC. Because auto students, they don't know what is the exact formula for area of the trapezium, so you can divide this part into two segments, because one part it is equivalent to triangle and another remaining part it is equivalent to rectangle. So what is the area of the triangle? Area of the triangle equal to half into base into height. So half into base equal to what? Base equal to AE and height equal to what? BE. Now students, what is the formula for area for rectangle? Equal to length into breadth. So length equal to what here? OC, and breadth equal to OA. So all of you know what is the value of the AE, because AE means what? AE equal to means this part AE and OC, they are equivalent to each other. So AE and EC are both remain same, that is equal to U. And now students, what is the value of BE? BE means what? BE means already you can find V minus U. So you can put here into V minus U plus OC. So what is the value of OC? OC equal to what? T. And OA equal to what? OA equal to once again U. Okay. So from our first equation, V equal to what? U plus AT. And now students, V minus U equal to what? Only AT. If you this taken this side means plus is converted minus. So V minus U equal to what? V minus U equal to AT. So you replace the value of V minus U in terms of AT, then equation takes the form AT plus UT. So now students, it is clear all of you. Now V minus half AE equal to sorry, this is AE equal to T, sorry, AE equal to T, not U. So finally the equation takes the form UT plus half A T into T means what? T square. So the final equation, displacement equation will be S equal to UT plus half A T square. So what your approach? I can just revise this part. So if you target to find the displacement from velocity time graph, you find the area enclosed by the curve. So area is equivalent to trapezium. We can divide into two segments. So upper portion equivalent to triangle and denominator portion will be equivalent to rectangle. So we can find the area of the triangle and rectangle both. So half into base into height. Base equal to AE and height equal to what? BE. And then here students, length into breadth, OC into OA, and the value of OC equal to what? T, and the value of OA equal to what? U. And value of AE. AE means what? This length is equivalent to OC, so this will be what? T, and BE equal to V minus U. This length will be what? V minus U, and entire part will be V, and this will be U, because these two lines are parallel and these two segments are parallel, so the value of the each segments will be remain same. So this is the second equation of motion, S equal to UT plus half AT square. So if you write the same equation due to the gravitational force, so simply A is replaced by small g. So then finally the equation S equal to UT plus half g t square. So when plus, if the motion is occurs towards gravity, suppose now students, this is a tall building, and from this tall building you can drop one object, and that time the motion is occurred towards gravity, and if the motion is occurred towards gravity, then A is equal to small g, and small g is taken as positive. So that time equation of motion takes the form S equal to UT plus half gt square. And if the motion, suppose you are standing here and you can throw the object against gravity, so that time A is taken as negative, then displacement covered by the body after a time t is equal to minus half g t square. So this is the equation for if the motion is occurred towards gravity, that time this is taken as positive. If the motion is occurred against gravity, that time A is taken as negative, and the value of A equal to G equal to what? G equal to 9.8 meter per second square in the SI system, and the value of G equal to 980 centimeter per second in CGS system. So this equation is indicate what here? S equal to ut plus half it square. This equation indicate the displacement covered by the body with the initial velocity after a time t. Suppose if I asking you, a car starts its journey with the acceleration 2 meter per second square and with the 5 meter per second velocity, then what is the value of displacement? So you just put the value of in the place of u and in the place of t and in the place of a, and then you get the results what is the displacement covered by the body. And that's all for today's class. Thank you very much for watching this.